You're tuned to Video Caroline, the best TV over the seven seas.
Hello and welcome to 2 on Tuesday.
First, the weather. Things are improving slowly. Some bright or sunny spells, the best of these for eastern Scotland and northeast England. Perhaps a little drizzle for some northwestern parts. Outlook for Wednesday to Friday remaining fairly cloudy but largely dry until Thursday night, when it is likely to become windier, with a spell of rain possible on Friday, moving eastwards across the UK. Warmest on Friday in Bradford. The music you're hearing is a track from a stunning new CD of sacred Russian choral works by the 15-strong Akafist male choir, who have been singing together since 1961, with a repertoire drawn from church music of the past 5 centuries. You can buy it from Amazon at http://bit.ly/Akavist choir. That's spelled AKAFISTCHOIR. And still staying with the classical theme, hooray! I'm returning to the BCB airwaves after my prolonged bout of illness. On February 23rd, I'll be presenting the Classical Hour at 1 p.m. GMT on 106.6 FM. If you're in the Bradford area or internationally, you can hear it on bcbradio.co.uk. My modern masterpiece will be the first part of Kurt Weill's Rise and Fall of the City of Mahagonny. The Royal Opera House in London is presenting the show from March the 10th to April the 4th, but you'll be able to see it at a cinema near you on April 1st and April 5th. Here, Associate Director John Full-James introduces this important work by Weill with libretto by Bertolt Brecht, first presented in Germany in 1930.
The Rise and Fall of the City of Mahagonny is an opera from the 1920s by Kurt Weill and Bertolt Brecht, which tells the story of the founding of a city, its uncontrolled, excessive growth into a city of consumption, a city of pleasure, and then its decay, its gridlock, its inability to progress because it's been a society built on gratification, on consumption. It's about the economic crisis which we have now. It's about the crisis of individualism. It's about what sort of society we want. It's about our world reflected on the stage. There are lots of influences coming into Weill's music. Popular songs of the 1920s, the tradition of the music hall, even film music, I think. What we end up with is a score which is made up of individual numbers, individual songs. And some of those songs are, of course, known today more widely. O Moon of Alabama is a good example of a Kurt Weill song which has been sung by many non-operatic artists, as well as many opera singers. Brecht and Weill, writing in the 1920s, were writing at a time of great economic change, an era when Germany was going through a period of hyperinflation. Clearly there are parallels with the economic crisis which we find ourselves in at the start of the 21st century. But I think as well as there being parallels with the West, which perhaps feels as if it's reached the gridlock which Weill and Brecht are writing about in terms of a mature society which is left with nowhere to go other than conflicting protest, I think we can see now at the start of the 21st century, perhaps in somewhere like China, the beginnings of the story. It's as if the rise and fall of the City of Mahagonny begins again, a new cycle. China is Act 1, while America or Britain is Act 3.
Oh, show us the way to the next pretty boy. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why.
And here's what is probably the best known Mahagonny song. recorded by everyone from The Doors, Jim Morrison to David Bowie, but always associated with the incomparable Lottie Lenya, the Alabama song.
I tell you, we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama and must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama and must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, show us the way to the next pretty boy. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For we must find the next pretty boy. For if we don't find the next pretty boy, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye.
Lottie Lenya, singing the German theater songs of Kurt Weill.
And must have a boy, oh, you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama and must have a boy, oh, you know why.
Now it's time for movie time.
It's Oscars time, officially known as the 87th Academy Awards, presented by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in Hollywood on Sunday week, Feb 22. I'm putting my money on Theory of Everything as a shoe-in for the Best Picture and Eddie Redmayne as Best Actor. Now, it's not among the nominees for Best Foreign Film, but currently my fave-rave in that category is Trash, shot in Brazil by the Billy Elliot man, Stephen Daldry, based on the book by Andy Mulligan. It's a bit like Slumdog Millionaire, though with more political bite than either Slumdog or Elliot. There are some wonderful chase scenes through the favela slums of Rio de Janeiro.
My name is Rafael. I am 14. I work in the trash.
Se alguém abrir essa carteira, tem que morrer.
É isso que eles querem. Sei de onde acharam.
Wherever there is corruption and injustice, there are dollars.
O que eu vou fazer? Procurar o dinheiro? Have you heard from the Morns?
Probably dead by now.
Eu quero que você bote tudo aqui lá abaixo.
Por que você tá fazendo isso?
Because he's right.
As I announced last week, the Ilkley Film Festival opens tomorrow week with a gala performance of A Little Chaos, Alan Rickman's film about Madame Sabine de Barra, Kate Winslet, landscape artist of the gardens of the Palais de Versailles. The next night there's Nathan Penlington's Choose Your Own documentary. in which the audience can decide which of the possible 1,500 endings they want to see. On Friday, Feb 20, there are 2 preview screenings in the Picture House's innovative cinema bus, Michael Mann's Black Hat and Michael Winterbottom's Face of an Angel. On Saturday, Feb 21, there are no fewer than 5 previews in the cinema bus, starting at 10:30 in the morning, and there are 5 more the next day, closing the festival with Miroslav Slaboszypicki's The Tribe, set in a boarding school for young deaf people, where a new arrival is drawn into an institutional system of organised crime involving robbery and prostitution. There are 3 showings with live music. For me, British Sea Power's accompaniment for Robert Flaherty's 1934 silent Man of Iron on Saturday, Feb 21 is the one I absolutely must not miss.
Well, that's it from me. My name is Carl Dallas, and you've been watching 2 on Tuesday, courtesy of Google Plus, Hangouts on Air, and YouTube. With any luck, inshallah, God willing, I'll be back here in a week's time. Till then, bye.